This episode of the Still Unnamed podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/TSUP.
And now, it's the Still Unnamed podcast with your hosts, Pete and Mark.
Hey kids, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Still Unnamed podcast. I'm Pete Salas along with
Lemonade Rodriguez.
Lemonade Rodriguez is in the house. Why lemonade?
Because it's kind of like iced tea, but I'm lemonade.
Are you a fan of Arnold Palmer's?
That's lemonade and iced tea, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
I don't really like sweet. You're about to punch me in the face. I don't like sweet tea or unsweet tea.
Okay.
It's got like this bitterness to it.
But that's why you add sugar to make it sweet.
But there's still that underlying bitterness that I can taste because...
So even that mixed with some lemonade to make a delicious concoction.
I can drink some Nest tea.
Okay, but that's not real sweet. That's not real
I know,
tea. That's powdered.
I know. That's why I'm saying I don't drink that.
That's
but
like saying like Sunny Delight is real orange juice.
I love Sunny Delight.
I hate Sunny Delight.
I love it so much. Alyssa hates it too. That's why we don't get it.
Well, dude, you make your own money. You can put the $3.95 down and buy yourself some Sunny Delight.
You can get like a little one for $1.
Okay, why don't you do that?
Because there's not enough room for the fridge with all her alcohol. She's taking up all the fridge with all her booze.
That's hateful. That's some hateful hate speech.
So you're
and
telling
rhetoric
me
that you are spouting.
You'd prefer rum and tequila versus Sunny Delight?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's calcium in Sunny Delight sometimes.
No,
if you get that calcium one.
No, dude. You could. What the fuck are we talking about already?
Lemonade and Arnold Palmer's.
That's where we got there. Yes, Arnold Palmer's are delicious.
I believe it.
You should try that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I have a very particular palate.
Well, welcome to mid-January 2016.
Yep, or towards the end, actually.
Well, whatever. This is going to drop on the whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being is this is the second episode of 2016.
Woo!
We took a week off.
Stop saying that, because this is a bi-weekly podcast.
Well, I mean, not really. It's not supposed to be. It ends up being that way, but once in a while we'll have consecutive weeks.
We could be a quarterly podcast.
Can we?
Nope. Can you imagine Chris? He'd be so upset.
That's true. I personally, I was not feeling up to recording last week. I hurt my back.
Yeah.
Broke my ass or something. I don't know. I know I say that a lot. I must have said that at least 3 times.
Yeah, I was going to say the what's his name joke, but
right,
I made
but that's already happened.
Everyone already knows that joke.
Deja vu. No, I have reoccurring problems with sciatic nerve and just stuff like that. So I remember I came home on a Thursday, and I could not, I could barely drive home. I literally had to pull over and stop at Academy on the expressway and just kind of sit in my car and put the seat all the way back and just straighten out my leg till it went away. And I had to come home.
Why? What happened to your back?
I don't know, man.
Are you tumbling again? You laying out those 4-inch mats again, Pete? What have we told you?
Well, I am a judo champion, in case you didn't know that. But no, it's a reoccurring sciatic nerve is what the doctor said. So I could barely walk.
Yeah.
And once I laid down Thursday night, I did not move for 12 hours. I had to call in the next morning to work. I was barely able to be mobile, and I went to the doctor and I got a shot. I got 2 shots directly into my back of a steroid and anti-inflammatory and for pain and just stuff like that. It was not fun.
That sounds terrible.
So that weekend, I was just laid up in bed all weekend, just without
recovering,
I guess. Yeah. So, but the good part about being laid up in bed was I caught up on a whole bunch of movies.
Nice.
One of the movies that I saw, I saw a couple of them. I saw Creed. I saw The Hateful Eight.
Got it.
And I saw The Reverend. And I just realized all 3 of those are still in the theaters, which means I pirated those, and I just admitted to that. But
no, it doesn't. Maybe you...
I just said I was in bed all weekend. Unless the theater came to me. Yes. Those were just...
We do not support any illegal
we do not.
activity.
Even though
on
the logo
Still
of our
Unnamed
show
on
is a
podcast.
pirate microphone. But
Looking at the camera.
anyway, all great movies.
Mm-hmm.
All terrific movies. It was a relaxing weekend. It's exactly what I needed. I didn't have Quentin that weekend, so it was just perfect for me to just lay down and watch TV and just recuperate.
Let your body fix itself.
Right. Just that's pretty much it. And then the week started.
Yeah.
And man, it was a bummer week.
Yeah, it was.
It was a bad week to be a British actor
Or
musician or whatever.
just,
It
God,
was-
man, it's so depressing.
It is depressing, and of course, we're referring to. To me, there's been several people that have died in the last 2 weeks, really. But to me, the big three that first came Lemmy from Motorhead, which I didn't address in the last podcast. Extremely influential metal, to the metal genre, and I have been a fan of Lemmy for, I don't know, 20 years? Maybe not. That would make me 13. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
right about there.
That's when I started listening to the Motorhead. And he passed away after a long battle with cancer.
Yeah.
And then the very next one, which hit me extremely hard, was the legendary David Bowie.
Yeah.
Bowie, that one hit me hard because that one was not only connected to music, but it was also connected to a bit of my childhood.
Yeah.
Because, of course, we've talked about it on this podcast. Labyrinth was a huge movie
It's
in the Salas household.
Yeah, it's
Huge.
enormous.
I've always attributed that as being like my favorite kids movie of all time, my favorite movie when I was a kid, however you want to say it. Labyrinth was the tits for me, just bar none. And it's kind of one of those things where you always assume that he's going to be around.
Yeah.
Like he was one of those guys. It's kind of like, I don't know how to say it. You think about someone like Ozzy or Mick Jagger.
Yes.
And you're like, fuck, man, those guys are going to die soon. But in the back of your head, like, Bowie's always going to be there. Bowie's been there long before me. He'll be there long after me. You know what I mean? And then just to lose him was like, fuck, that hurt.
It hit hard.
It hit the world really hard. And I was both happy to see that the world reacted the way it did. And at the same time, the cynical person inside of me had to say, like, well, where were all these Bowie fans when,
last week?
Exactly. And I can defend myself and say I have been a Bowie fan since I was a tiny little child.
Yeah.
My dad was a Bowie fan. We played Bowie in the house growing up. I knew who he was. I knew his voice. His voice was one of those iconic voices that can never be replicated.
Exactly.
And
his sound is so unique. It's his own sound, and you hear it, and you know that's him.
Right. So that did hit me pretty hard. It was almost like an uncle dying. Like the last time I said that was when we lost Roddy Piper, and it was the same thing. Like it's one of those things. Like you always think of like, man, when Hulk Hogan goes or whatever. Piper was always going to be there, but he wasn't. He was the first to go. Well, I mean, technically Macho Man was the first to go of my childhood heroes. And what was it, the next day or the day?
Like, I think in like the next day or two.
The next day, let's just say the next 48 hours, we lost the late, great Alan Rickman. One of the true legends of cinema.
Yeah, he's...
And I mean, he's Die Hard, Love Actually. I mean, that's a big movie for me. I love Love Actually.
The Harry Potter series.
Okay, I was going to let you say that one because that's
huge to the
Professor
world.
Snape. You know, like, dude, what is happening here?
Like, and he's such a great character that has so many levels. That
talk about a voice, also like another iconic voice that is like just resonates.
It's just so deep and
Mr. Potter. I can't even do it.
Mr. Potter.
Yeah, there's more than Mr. Mr. Potter. I don't know what that was.
Mr. Potter.
Let's liven it up. Bill Cosby does Professor Snape.
Drink this potion. Too soon. But yeah, man, that sucks, dude. These people are...
And
my heart hurts.
And, you know, it's easy to jump on the bandwagon and be like, you know, just, it's 10 o'clock. Anyway, it's easy to jump on the bandwagon after somebody passes and just kind of pretend to be a fan of theirs for years. But I know that in this house, all of us were big Bowie and Rickman fans. And their deaths, you know, they will be missed.
Yeah.
Terribly.
I know that Alan Rickman died on Dexter's birthday.
That's okay. Yes.
That's what I know because
Bowie died 2 days after his birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Before.
No, after his own birthday.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so.
And he had just released a new album on his birthday. Mm-hmm. So he died 2 days after he released his last album. Mm-hmm. And I've listened to a couple of tracks off of it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's still got it.
That music video is really good.
It is. And it's classic Bowie. It's weird, and it's beautiful, and it's haunting.
And it's kind of like creepy, but it's cool.
Right.
I fucking love Bowie.
Yeah.
Because he made it okay and cool to be strange and different.
Right.
Which is kind of what I'm about.
That's true.
And he was kind of like what's it called? A dramatist, or when you're sexy
and androgynous?
That one. When you're sexy to like men and women. Like he was just a
sex symbol.
A sex symbol.
He
exactly.
was. He was a sex symbol. He was a fantastic musician, an excellent actor, a fashion icon.
Yeah, I'm like, that guy's kind of feminine and everybody loves him.
Well, that's kind of what he did. He kind of like created that glam rock, you know, thing in the 70s. I mean, Ziggy Stardust was a whole other persona that he created. You know, that just was one of those walk the line between man and woman.
Yeah.
Space alien, and it was so bizarre. It was bizarrely beautiful.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And he was just a beautiful man.
Man, God, that sucks, man. Mm-hmm. Because I was like, every time I saw him or looked at him, I'm like, that guy's so fucking cool.
Right.
Like he's so cool. Like he doesn't do anything. Like he just exudes coolness.
Right.
I just wish I was like that.
I wish you were like that too.
Yeah, but I'm a nerd.
They will be missed.
Yeah, and Alan Rickman, man, he's got fucking chops for days.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, he just... And then you see all these stories of actors talking about what it was like to work with him.
Right.
And they're nothing but just great, touching, moving stories. I mean, of course, nobody's going to be like, yeah, actually, he was a real asshole.
Right.
But I mean, you could tell that he was very passionate about the craft, and he cared about everyone that he was involved with in a project.
Right. And it's just a work ethic that you don't find anymore. So, you know, I was having this discussion with somebody the other day, and forgive me, I'm forgetting who quoted this, but they just kind of said we're at that age where our heroes are beginning to just drop off one after another. And I think that's what hits you the most is the 80s kids are now in their 30s.
Yeah.
So that means the people that were popular when we were little are now in their 60s, 70s, and they're going to start dropping off. And it's just so sad. It's a sad thing it's a sad realization when your heroes start leaving you.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I'm going to get chills. I'm so sad. I'm going to lose my shit when Jim Carrey dies.
Right?
I'm going to lose it.
Like, there's just so many people that you think about, like, they're going to be here forever, and they've been here forever. Like Tom Hanks.
Shut up!
National Treasure, Tom Hanks. Not that he was in National Treasure. That was Nicolas Cage. I'm saying he is a national treasure.
Ah, shit.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. I don't want to.
Don't. That's a very sad
shimmy,
thing.
Shimmy, Cocoa Pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock.
Right?
Wilson! I can go on.
No, I mean, it's sad.
Yeah. This is a great podcast, Pete.
Thank you. Hey, these things need to be talked about. And I know that we're all like a week late on this, but still.
My heart hurts.
And it's going to hurt for a while.
Hey, you remember when Billy Mays died?
The OxyClean guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Here's what happened.
Did that hurt you?
No, it didn't hurt me. But I think Michael Jackson had died also.
And her. Died
And
the
she-
same day.
yeah.
Farrah.
Foss.
You were going to say Farrah Fazal.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you were. That weird Indian woman you used to work with.
She's a sweetheart.
Anyway, Farrah Fawcett died the same day.
Farrah Fawcett died, and then there was another one because they come in threes. It was her, him, and I believe there was someone else.
Billy Mays? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
no. It was someone else, and then Billy Mays also died.
Okay.
And then I remember on the internet them saying, "Fucking leave it to Billy Mays to throw in an extra one for free."
It's good.
And I was like, "That's clever. I think he'd like that."
Right. That's fine.
But yeah, because they always go in threes, and
Well,
yeah,
in this sense, it's been a kind of a shitty start for 2016 when it comes to celebrity passings, and not just any celebrity, like just good old fashioned badass
they're
celebrities.
world icons,
A legit rock star,
Uh-huh.
and a proper stage and screen actor, both gone within 48 hours of each other from cancer.
I blame Dexter
Fuck cancer
and Dexter
and Dexter.
and cancer mostly.
Right.
It was his birthday.
It was. Happy birthday, buddy.
We had his party a couple days.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I ate some pizza for the first time in a while.
How was it?
It was delicious. Got sick the same day.
Shut up.
Can't eat pizza anymore.
Did you get the poops bad?
No, it wasn't the poops. It was just kind of like I felt like I was
Queasy
just a
or
little
shaky?
too many carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs are the enemy. So,
I know sometimes I get squirts with too much oily pizza.
yep, did not need to know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the Share It All podcast, isn't it?
And that is true.
Leave it a Lemonade Rodriguez over here.
Milk, lemonade. Round the corner, fudge is made. I love Amy Schumer.
She's really good.
She is, right?
Yeah.
She's fucking adorable.
She's got that thing about her. Mm-hmm. And she's... what some comic women do that I don't like is they're not funny. They're just...
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of them.
Right.
But some of them, they're just raunchy. Like they just say dirty, ugly shit. And they're just saying like all these curse words and talking about this and that. And it's their whole bit thing is like, it's coming from a woman's mouth. Isn't that funny?
Oh, like that's the punchline.
That's their thing.
Is it would be okay coming from a man.
Yeah. But it's I'm a
But
girl.
when a girl says it, yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
And I'm like, I don't like it. The same way I don't really care for like black comedians who their whole shtick is I'm black.
Oh,
And white people are
white people say this,
and
and
black
black people
people
say
do
this. Yeah, no, I know. What you're
I
saying.
like it when people are just funny, and she's one of those just funny people. Like she just comes up with super funny material.
She's got good timing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I love her show.
it's funny.
It's really good.
So anyway, I had something to add to what we were before we went any further, but now I've kind of lost it.
Was it about deja vu? Because there's a theory. It's not really a theory, but the internet, you know how they go.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what if deja vu is actually when you died and you came back, and deja vu is just a checkpoint?
So how do you explain multiple cases of deja vu?
Well, then you didn't die.
So then what is it?
Like you got a save point. Like let's say right now you're like, oh, that's weird, deja vu, and then you walked out and then a meteor hit you.
Okay.
And then you go back to a save point, and then you're like, oh, weird, deja vu. And then instead of going out, you go to the bathroom. And then the
And
meteor...
I'm spared the meteor.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's... There you go.
That's an interesting theory.
It's a fun fact. Not a fun fact at all. No,
Not
it's
a fact. That's not what a fact is.
It's absolutely true. You cannot disprove it, which means it's true. That's
guess
how the
so.
internet works.
Yeah, that is how the internet works. But as far as the shit, I had it and now I lost it.
I fucked you up again.
You did.
Internet, David Bowie, David Schwimmer,
David Schwimmer.
friends. The whole 9 yards.
Anyway, I guess it'll come to me in a minute. So what else is going on?
in my life. Did I say that I bought a house already?
We're all following this saga, and I think last you were going to attempt to buy a second house because the first one fell through.
Yeah, and then we found another house that we super liked, and we're going to get the house, and hopefully by the end of the month, we're going to move in and be able to live there.
Awesome.
So excited.
Very cool. Congratulations.
So stoked.
Is that what Canadians say? They say stoked.
That sounds like a surfer thing. I think that's like a California thing.
California. But yeah, it's a really nice neighborhood. I'm not gonna tell anybody because this is the internet, and they're gonna go.
Right. They'll just go be shitty.
I know they're gonna be like, "Hey, Mark, you do your podcast. Say a thing."
What's your nickname today, Dick?
Yes.
That would be me. I'm gonna do that.
I'm like, yes, P, you can come in.
That's funny.
But yeah, and there's a homeowners association, which I'm kind of concerned about.
You have to join that, right?
Yeah, I have to join.
It's like
it.
you have to pay a fee. Or
Yeah,
something.
dude, it's gonna be $200 a year.
Stupid.
It's so stupid. But apparently they take care of us and we take care of them.
How? What's the scam?
Like, okay, here's what they told me.
Uh-huh.
This is coming from Alyssa, coming from your mom, coming from knowledge.
Okay, go on. Mm-hmm.
They, like, let's say there's a pothole on the street within our little neighborhood area. Mm-hmm. They take the funds and they fix the potholes super, super quick, as opposed to letting the city handle it.
And do they get reimbursed from the city? I mean, that's stupid if they were going to use the money on that, something that the city should technically take care of.
I don't know.
That your taxes already take care of.
And also...
Because, look,
okay,
I at one time...
spit me some truth.
At one time, I was a homeowner, and that neighborhood association, all that the fees covered was there's like two entrances to the subdivision.
Yep.
So it covered a lawn guy to take care of that little island of grass and foliage and plants and shit on both ends. That's all it did. Like, really, that's all it took care
That's
of.
dumb.
Right.
Did you have to pay a lot too?
I don't recall. I don't recall.
That's probably what ours is.
I think it was like $20 a month or something like that. I don't know.
That's, I mean, roughly the same.
I could be wrong.
But there's also, Alyssa was saying, they might also consider putting up a gate. Mm-hmm. So it would be like a gated community type of deal. But
okay, that I would fork over money for, because I've always wanted to live in a gated community.
I don't have any parties, but I'm concerned, like, I can't have any parties maybe.
You don't?
I don't party. But what if I wanted a housewarming party? I just wanted one party.
Okay.
That's kind of what I wanted. I just wanted one, just be like, hey, everybody, this is my house.
But why do you think they're already denying you a party?
Welcome to MTV Mark's house. Lemonade Rodriguez in the house. This is my crib. So let me show you. This is the foyer. This is the living room area.
Okay. That's ridiculous.
I love saying foyer.
I know. You've said it like several times.
Because it's I learned about it last month.
Okay.
And you get this new little nugget of knowledge and you just want to use it. And you're like, hey, I'm a little bit smarter than I was last year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the new year's been good to you, aside from the celebrity deaths.
So far, so good.
That's good.
Yeah. Other stuff going on at work that I can't really disclose.
Well, we talk about work too much anyway.
Yeah, especially you.
I do not talk a lot about work.
You played any video games?
No.
Me neither.
No.
I fucking love video games, though.
We have those systems, and they're just collecting dust.
Oh, I was playing a little bit of video games with Baby Brother today.
Okay.
Some of you may or may not know, Baby Brother, 26 years old. I still call him Baby Brother. Mm-hmm. There's like flash games to play online.
Okay.
And we were playing and we were having a good time. And he was talking about how, hey, I was like, you can't cheat, because he did something that was cheating. And he was like, you know what mom said when we were young? I was like, yeah, I know what mom said. I said it on the podcast before. And I said that you weren't a cheater. And he said, well, you lied because I'm a fucking cheater.
He doesn't listen?
He sometimes listens.
Okay.
And he also forgets a lot.
Because I like saw him at Dexter's party, and there's so many things I wanted to bring up, but like I was afraid that he wouldn't just know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
that he just stare at me blankly because he doesn't listen. So I took the safe route and I didn't mention anything.
Yeah, because you don't want to be like, eh?
Right, exactly.
But I was like, yeah, I mentioned on the podcast that Mom said to us, back in the Old West, if you would cheat, you get shot and killed. Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah, there's two outcomes when you tell a child that. She could raise someone like you, like she did, which is a not cheater, or she could raise someone like me, who's a better cheater and doesn't get caught.
Wow.
And he started telling me about these times that he would cheat at games, and he would like cheat at Uno, where he would like it would be like a yellow 3, mm-hmm. and he would just be like talking and waving around his red 8 and talking to everybody, and then he just lays it down on top of the yellow 3, and everybody's just been seeing his red 8, and they see the 8 get put down, and he puts it directly on the 3, so you can't tell what the card was before it.
Okay.
And then they just continue playing.
How is that cheating?
Do you know how to play Uno?
I guess not, because I don't see the scheme in that one.
You're supposed to put the correct color or number next.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So he's cheating. He's putting down. He's like, I need to get rid of this red 8. And then he just puts it down. And
well, what kind of like fucking magician is he that he's got this sleight of hand to
he's
like
manipulative.
make people forget
he
that there was a yellow 3 there?
He told me he's very manipulative, this piece of shit. Because it burns me.
Yeah?
Because he's a cheater. And he's like, yeah, I would play sorry with his wife. He would say he would play sorry with his wife. And he would skip spaces. Looking at her in her eyes, he would skip like 2 or 3 spaces while counting.
The old double jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, I love to cheat. I do, and he says, I love to cheat and I love to show off that I cheated. So afterwards, I will say, hey, everybody, I cheated. So essentially, he'll be like, I'm going to own up to it. I cheated.
So he's the serial killer that sends like taunting messages to the cops.
Yes.
Okay. Makes more sense.
He's a liar that loves to show off that he lies.
Got it. Wow. That's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. So
he's pretty cool, though.
He's a very cool guy. He's much cooler than I am.
That's true.
Yeah.
The 2 hours I spent with him, yes, he is.
Hey, enjoy your own fucking podcast. Eliminate out.
Well, I never remembered what it was that I wanted to talk about earlier.
I'm sorry.
You threw me off, as you know you always do. But
I gotta keep its train chugging along.
That's true. So hopefully the next time we do this, I will have remembered.
Mm-hmm.
But more so than anything, I just wanted to say rest in peace to all the celebrities that we lost so far in 2016. More specifically, I have to be greedy and put my favorites top of the list. Lemmy, Bowie, and Alan Rickman. May you guys rest in peace. You will be missed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, on that note, hit the music. I want to thank everyone for joining us and coming back to the Still Unnamed podcast. We didn't even mention audibletrial.com/TSUP, which we finally got some money in.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We dumped, and I don't want to say how much it is because it's kind of embarrassing.
It's not to show off, but if we were counting in pennies, in the 4 digits.
In the 4 digits of pennies. That's true. And the shitty part is I have to split it with you. So...
give me them pennies.
Hey, but it's money we did not have.
Exactly. All thanks to you, the watcher/viewer / listener.
So if you guys want to drop a few more pennies into our pocket, please visit audibletrial.com/TSUP. And hey, all the Harry Potters are on there available to download. You know who's in Harry Potter? Alan Rickman.
Not the novel.
That's not the point.
I'm just
You're
clarifying.
fucking me up again.
Because
anyway,
people are going to be like, this doesn't sound like Alan Rickman.
No, not that he voices it.
This sounds like, I don't know, what's his name?
You know what? Sell your own fucking audiobooks. Thank you guys for joining us.
Sweet tea out.
Thank you guys for joining us. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail Bonds. And on behalf of myself, I'm Pete Salas, along with
Lemonade Rodriguez.
coming at you. Have yourself a very, very happy Taco Tuesday. Bye-bye.